When you think of ancient art, you probably imagine Egyptian pyramids or Greek statues. But did you know that Roman art has been enjoying a quiet surge in popularity? You can see it everywhere, from museum exhibitions to glossy magazines to big-budget Hollywood films. And if you look closely, you'll start to notice its influence on modern trends in graphic design, fashion, and architecture too. Romans borrowed heavily from the Greeks and the Etruscans, but they also developed their own distinctive styles and techniques. They made incredible sculptures in marble and bronze, but also created works in fresco and mosaic that rivaled those of any other classical culture. Some of their art was overtly political, like the famous marble bust of the Roman Emperor Augustus. Other pieces were highly realistic portraits, often of members of the imperial family. But many Roman works of art were inspired by mythology and religion. They weren't just beautiful, they were meant to evoke emotion and inspire awe. And some were even designed to shock. But what exactly makes Roman art so special, and why does it continue to influence artists today? To answer that question, let's take a closer look at 3 surprising ways that Roman art is influencing modern trends. Number 1, Roman art is all about balance and harmony. This is especially true of their sculptures, which are renowned for their contrapposto poses and idealized beauty. In fact, it was the Romans, not the Greeks, who perfected the technique of contrapposto, a 3-dimensional pose in which the shoulders are angled one way and the hips counter that at the opposite angle. It takes a lot of skill to pull off a contrapposto pose, and few artists do it better than the Romans. You can see this technique in works like the Barberini Faun, a marble sculpture from the early 2nd century AD that depicts the god Pan in a natural, lifelike pose. Unlike the stiff, static sculptures of the Egyptians, Roman sculptures were often shown in motion. Whether they were gods or emperors or mythical beasts, Romans believed that they should be depicted in a state of dynamic equilibrium. This emphasis on balance and harmony is still popular today, especially in fields like graphic design and architecture. Take a look around your home, and you'll start to notice it everywhere, from the clean lines of your furniture to the way that your pictures are hung on the wall. Even the architecture of modern buildings often incorporates elements of Roman design, such as the use of arches and vaults to create a sense of balance and stability. Number 2, Roman art was highly influential and innovative. The Romans didn't just copy the Greeks. They built on their achievements and developed their own unique styles and techniques. For example, Roman fresco painting was highly sophisticated, and the Romans were known for their ability to create lifelike portraits. Additionally, Roman mosaics were incredibly detailed and often featured scenes from mythology and everyday life. Today, Roman art is influencing a new generation of artists who are experimenting with new materials and techniques. Many contemporary artists are inspired by the Romans' use of color and their ability to create works that are both beautiful and thought-provoking. In fact, there's been a recent surge in popularity for Roman art, with major exhibitions at museums all over the world. So if you're looking for inspiration for your own art, don't forget to check out the masters of Roman art. 3, Roman art was incredibly diverse. From sculptures to paintings to mosaics, the Romans excelled in all areas of the visual arts. They were also highly skilled at working with different materials, including marble, bronze, fresco, and mosaic. This diversity is on full display at the recently opened National Museum of Roman Art in Valencia, Spain. Housed in a former 19th century textile factory, the museum features a collection of over 1,500 pieces of Roman art, including sculptures, mosaics, and frescoes. One of the most impressive works on display is the mosaic known as the Battle of Alexander, which dates back to the 3rd century AD. The mosaic depicts the battle between Alexander the Great and the Persian king Darius III. It's one of the largest and most detailed battle scenes ever discovered in a Roman mosaic. Another highlight of the collection is the fresco known as the Wedding of Alexander and Roxana, which dates back to the 2nd century AD. The fresco shows the moment when Alexander the Great and his wife Roxana are getting ready for their wedding. It's one of the best preserved examples of Roman fresco painting. Altogether, the collection provides a rare glimpse into the art and culture of the Roman Empire. If you're interested in Roman art, be sure to visit the National Museum of Roman Art in Valencia, Spain. So, from graphic design to fashion to architecture, the influence of Roman art is everywhere. It's time to give them the credit they deserve. What do you think? Which piece of Roman art is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos about art history.